Hey guys, it's Ashley. So it is 12 after 11 on Saturday night. I look like crap because it's been a really long day for me. Babysitting. Just got the kids, well the girls, to go to bed. They stayed up late. Hoping Charlie doesn't wake up because she's just a little baby. But yeah, this is my Ghost Adventures recap video. And yeah, so here I go. This past episode, the guys were at the Tooele Hospital in Tooele, Utah. I think I said that name right. Yeah, so the Tooele Hospital, in 1913, it was a county poorhouse. And the poorhouse became a makeshift hospital, and it was underfunded. And the hospital didn't have its own morgue, so bodies were stacked in unrefrigerated rooms until a coroner could come and sign off on the death certificates for the people that had died. The owner converted part of the building into a haunted attraction, and it's called Asylum 49, and it's supposed to be one of the paranormal hotspots of the whole place. The owner's name is Kim Anderson. Sounds like a girl, but it's a dude. Yeah, it was my notes. After they do their interview with Kim, the guys discover that half of the building is a full operating nursing home, and they were all under the impression that it was vacant of all human occupants. The nurses told them that there were actually 59 residents that live in the nursing home as of that time they were there. Random thought. I know it's really random, but it's good to see Zach in a shirt other than black. Yeah, no, random. Probably don't really care what he's wearing. Zach interviews Maury Bright, and she takes, oh my goodness, I am tired. She talks a little bit about what they see, and she says that they have seen a nurse in white, a man in black who they call the bad man, or the scary one, and the third apparition they see is a little girl. Okay, another random fact, not fact, but random thought here. The little girl that crawled out of the bathtub was creepy as hell. So not gonna lie there. Maury takes the guy, I think it's Maury, I'm not sure, if I pronounce her name wrong, whatever. She takes the guys on a tour, and she talks about a haunted maze that they had one time, and she talked about how the guest said that the scariest thing in the maze was a little girl that followed them around when there was no little girl a part of the maze, and they think it may have been a little girl apparition that they've seen. The lady Maury that Zach is interviewing, I probably shouldn't have laughed at her because she was scared, but it was pretty funny how she freaked out when Zach shut the doors and then they turned off the lights. Maury said the man in black is always showing himself at 3 a.m., which, as we all know, is the witching hour when all the stuff goes down. Zach realizes a disturbing pattern in from all the interviews, and it's the repetition of the number 3. Maury tells Zach that the patients usually pass away in groups of 3s, so if one died, they would expect 2 more to follow shortly. Also, if you noticed while watching this show that one of the doors had 3 6s on them, 666, if you didn't put 2 and 2 together. Tooele. Most interesting name yet. It's spelled Tooele, but it's pronounced Tooele. And the guys kept having problems pronouncing it. Aaron finally steps up and Oh jeez, this made me laugh because it was really corny. And he says, Zach, remember it this way. Tooele, go to the store with me later. Where does this boy come up with things like that? Like, seriously, he's so funny. Zach interviews Brett Madsen. I'm using my hands a lot today. From Tua Research. Brett says he gets some Class A EVPs. He's got an EVP that said Peter Hansberg, who was a former ultrasound tech. Brett also said while doing an investigation he got 3 scratches down his neck, and that's when he was using the Jacob's ladder. I'll explain about that in a couple minutes. During interviews they experienced 3 different blasts of cold air. Once again, number 3 popping up. Retirement home that offers ghost hunts. Heck yeah, put me in that retirement home when I'm old. I would love that. Okay, now the fun part of the episode, when Zach, Nick, and Aaron go skiing. Zach's pants are, stylish. Purple and blue. Great color combination. Not really. Not gonna lie, again, I want to snowboard like Aaron. I would totally use a snowboard as a sled. That would be, oh, that would be so fun. Best lines from the episode is when they're sledding down the hill, or Aaron's sledding down the hill and Zach's after him, and he yells, "He's special, leave us alone." Oh, that made me laugh so hard I started crying. Yeah, I know, I laugh at stupid stuff, but I don't care. On the other one, You'll Never Catch Me Ski Patrol. Those guys would be so fun to hang out with. Zach, I don't think it's a good idea to get lippy with Ski Patrol. That's just my opinion. Lockdown time, Aaron's arrival in the ambulance was great. Jasmine pointed out something that I didn't realize the first time watching the episode through. Zach, why didn't you freak out when the clowns jumped out of the ambulance? Did you overcome that fear? I doubt it. Anyways, the first EVP they capture is footsteps, so Zach sends Aaron down to the end of the hall, and he immediately starts sensing something, and he starts getting chills. They review Aaron's digital recorder, and the EVP says Zach Bagans. Creepy. They go and start experiment with the Jacob's ladder. The Jacob's ladder is a piece of equipment that kind of looks like old, what are those stupid things called? Rabbit ears, and the rabbit ear antenna things for TVs. Kind of looks like that, and it's kind of like V-shaped like this. And it has like an electric current that goes through the center of it, and it says that spirits can like manipulate it, so it, I don't know exactly what it does, but it's kind of creepy. Aaron and Zach start provoking, and the electric current on the Jacob's ladder starts pointing towards either Zach or Aaron. It's like, it points at whoever is being aggressive. So if Zach was provoking and being aggressive, it would point towards him, or if Aaron was being aggressive, then it would point towards him. They all start feeling weird and they're getting cold, and Nick goes out in the hall, and Aaron's kind of like in the door, and Zach's by the door, and he's got his camera pointing on the Jacob's ladder, and it starts acting up, and it starts acting weird, and Zach gets pushed against the wall and like held there. And during that, they catch a dark voice that you can't really make out. They use a reel-to-reel recorder. The first session they did with the reel-to-reel recorder they didn't get, but on the thermal camera it catches a figure, and in the bottom right corner it kind of looks like I think it looks like kind of like a leg, and it kind of goes forward and then it goes back really fast, and it kind of goes from hot to cold or cold to hot. I don't remember how it went, but it was there and you can see it. During the second thing with the reel-to-reel recorder, they catch a child's voice. They split up. Zach and Nick go to the basement, and Aaron goes to the haunted house area. Poor Aaron. I always feel so bad for him when they send him off alone, especially when, you know, he's always the one that's scared. Poor Aaron. When Zach and Nick get to the basement, 2 doors slam. One slams in front of Zach, and the other one slams behind Nick. While in the clown room, Aaron's hip is grabbed, and the static night vision camera catches a mist. Nick stays in the basement while Zach goes to get a mask, but Zach gets sidetracked after he gets his mask or whatever, and he ends up hearing a growl. And so he decides to stay up by himself, and Zach places a ball in the center of the hall, and he starts using the spirit box. Aaron's reaction when he finds the mirror maze is funny, and it takes him a while to get through the mirror maze. He kind of gets stuck in it. Nick's still in the basement by himself, and he's hearing noises in the basement. Zach goes 21 minutes without hearing anything on the spirit box when he finally hears "You're talking to me." And then after he hears the "You're talking to me," the ball in the hallway moves a good 18 inches. Like, you can clearly see the ball start rolling down the hallway. And after the ball starts moving down the hallway, Zach's still listening to the spirit box when he jumps up, and he really jumped. Wow. If somebody went up behind you, went boo, and you jumped, that's how he jumped. Because he sees 2 small shadows standing next to him. Nick's still in the basement. There's an unexplained scratching in the basement, and Nick catches a vulgar, disembodied voice on his digital recorder. And then at the very end, Zach catches a female scream on the spirit box. Can't really make out what it said. Overall, this episode was really, really good, as usual, as they all are. Caught a lot of stuff. EVPs, some of them we couldn't make out, but then there was the ones that you could. This episode I would definitely put on my list of Ghost Adventures episodes that creep me out. The other 4 are Preston Castle, Poveglia Island, I totally said that wrong, Goldfield Hotel, and Bobby Mackey's. I would say this one's kind of up there with Bobby Mackey's. Bobby Mackey's really creeps me out. Yeah, so that's basically it. I'm not going to do any shout-outs in this video because I did that special shout-out video a couple days ago. So go watch that. New episodes of Ghost Adventures start June 10th, and they're at... I can't remember where they're at. They're at a country singer's house. Can't remember. Anyway, then June 17th, Paranormal Challenge hosted by Zach starts. That is only 19 days away, I think. Pretty sure. So yeah, as always, tell me what I can improve. Follow me on Twitter. Subscribe to me on YouTube. Follow me on Tumblr, same old spiel. And I will see you guys the next time I make a video. Sorry if I'm kind of boring and blah in this video, but I am tired. And I have to work tomorrow. Boo. So I will see you guys later. Bye.